Good morning. Today is October 31st, 2024. I wanted to share this dream that I had, and it's very encouraging. It was a symbolic dream, but it is showing the sudden departure, harpazo, the sudden catching away of the bride. So, in the dream, I am in a hallway, and the hallway represents, is symbolic, and it represents a straight and narrow path. And I'm waiting in the hallway as there's calamity, there's chaos and stuff going on outside this building that I'm in, which represents the world. And I'm with another young lady. I don't know who she is. I have in mind that it could be one or two people that I used to go to school with. Well, all of a sudden, this young man that I used to go to school with started walking towards us. He started walking very, very aggressively towards us. I mean, it was just a determined walk. And man, was he walking fast, and he was determined. And he had this look on his face like, okay, I'm coming. I am coming now. And here I come. And I knew he was going to take me. And I freaked out a little bit. I sure did. And I tried to get into that room. There was a room in the end of the hallway. And the one girl that was with me, she went in the room and she tried to close the door and not let me in. But I'm like, I tried to push it open and get in a little bit. But right when I was about to get in a little bit, the guy snatched me out of the room. And he just picked me up and he was carrying me off. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, who's going to help me? And my parents are too old. They're too old to help me. They can't help me. And I knew that I was being taken from there. I knew that I was going to come up missing. This was what I knew. So the guy took me, put me in his pickup truck, and as he was taking me away, he says, where I'm taking you, there's going to be beer and good times. That's what he said to me. And that was the dream. Now, the guy, so I had to do research on his name because I was like, what? And no, because his name is Taff. But I found that the name Taff is has to do with some kind of Welsh name, which is derived from David. And David means beloved. And I wear a beautiful Jewish ring. It's a Shema ring, and it has 3 scriptures on it. Well, there's actually 2 stars of David on the ring, and there's a pomegranate on the ring, but there's 3 Hebrew scriptures written on it. Well, 3 scriptures written in Hebrew on my ring. It's a beautiful ring I have. And one of the verses that are on the ring say, I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. And that's my favorite scripture that's on the ring. And just yesterday, God gave my sister Wilma a dream for me. That was in the dream. And it was pointing to him also being my beloved. And so here he is once again, referencing this. And this was an all of a sudden event. So the dream is symbolic about the harpazo, the great snatching away, the great taking away. And it was all of a sudden. I mean, I was just in a place of waiting in the hallway. And as chaos and crazy things are going on outside, which represents the world. And all of a sudden, he was just there in the hallway. And he came at running. He wasn't running, but he was walking at me very intently, very at first my description was well, I didn't have a proper description of it actually when I was thinking about it to begin with, but it was such it was not aggressively, not in a bad way. This was with complete and utter intentional walking, very, very fast towards me and he wasn't going to let anything stop him. And me, I was kind of like freaked out for a minute. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And I tried to go in the room with the girl, and she stayed behind. He didn't take her because she shut the door. But he grabbed me and he took me. He picked me up in his arms and he took me. And he went and put me in his truck. Oh, the beer. Okay, so I was wondering about that. What is it about the beer? I know in heaven there'll be wine and good times. Why is there beer? Well, it's the same thing. I mean, beer is not the same thing as wine, but when I looked it up and I was doing research on it, it references the same thing. Beer represents blessings. So there will be blessings and good times in heaven when we go there. And another thing, like when in the dream, I kind of like freaked out. I was like, what in the world? In reality, I speak to the Lord quite often about this event that's going to happen because I've had many rapture dreams. I've even had many transformation dreams where I could literally see my body transforming into a being of light. It felt like every single molecule in my body was just changing. It was just the most incredible feeling. And it's amazing. And this light that I become, it's just, it's not like any light that we have here in this world. It's a heavenly light. It's the glory of the Lord is what it is. It's the glory of the Lord. And so I've said to the Lord many times, I'm like, God, I'm not going to be afraid when this happens because you showed me this in advance. I'm not going to be afraid. But and I even said this to him, I said, I'm going to probably be a little freaked out though because, all I've ever known for 56 years is this body. This is all I've ever known is being in this skin suit. It's gonna freak me out a little bit, And then here in the dream, it shows me doing that. But it didn't deter Jesus because in the dream, this boy that was coming down the hallway is just somebody I used to go to school with. Yeah, somebody I used to go to school with, Taff. Anyway, so his name, Deep Way, means David, which means beloved, which Jesus Christ is our beloved. Anyway, I find that to be very encouraging for myself. And I hope that you can also find it to be encouraging for you. I hope that you are not going to be the one girl who goes in the room and shuts the door. Because you won't be going. You're going to be left here. If you close the door to Jesus, then he's your blessed hope. He should be your blessed hope. Jesus Christ should be your blessed hope. So be ready. In season and out of season. Be ready at all times. Be ready at every second, every moment. Because I truly believe it's going to happen just like in that dream. There's evilness, there's wickedness out here in this world right now. It's just really horrible. And it's only getting worse. It's never going to get better. And all of a sudden, Jesus is going to just show up and he's going to come. Harpazo. He's going to come and he's going to take his bride out. He's going to take the bride to the wedding banquet. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your animals on this day.